Hi Aquarius, this is Jess with your February 2021 mid-month read. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Aquarius, forgiving and forgetting seems to be a little bit challenged right now. For those of you who are employed, you may be a little complacent. You may feel like you're content, you're okay at this place of employment, but you're not growing, you're not learning, you're not challenging yourself. It doesn't feel uncomfortable, so you do know that there is no growth there. For others of you, I would say there could be some health issues that you're ignoring that you actually need to take time to focus on. It could, if it's not you, it could be a woman in your job, at your job that you're hearing. There may be some issues with health. Hopefully, everything will be fine there. For those of you who are looking for work, well, it looks like you're not only did you get the job, you may need to start immediately. Let me know in the comment section below if any of that resonates for any of your Aquariuses. That's like, yeah, I am starting immediately, or they wanted me to start the same day, that type of thing. Because it's like, and it's good money. It's going to have you, it's that type of place where you, it's like, I can't even take my head up to breathe. It's that type of thing. I love stuff like that. I love to work constant while I'm working. I ain't just sitting around. And for those of you who are self-employed, well, it looks like there was an issue, some fallout. Some of you may have been even all hell breaking loose with either competitors or some type of business relationship you have with another person. And there's going to be a slow but steady process moving forward. Others of you, you may need to kind of dial it back. The way that you're coming across may be a little bit aggressive, a little too aggressive. So I think it's kind of like trial and error. You're learning the best way to approach situations so that you can get your own favorable outcome, right? So there's that. Now, this, I was going to say this week, but I know it's Friday, but you know what I mean. For the next week or so, you guys are working really hard. I see you have laser sharp focus. I mean, laser sharp focus. You can get into something and only focus on it and not even look up or not even, answer your phone, that sort of thing. So I do see that you're focused. I see that there's a new start. Now, there is a new start. A new cycle is happening. You are about to probably learn the same damn lesson that you didn't learn before. I have to say, this is going to happen a couple of ways. For some of you, this is your work, and you may start working at a job or going through some cycle at this job that you literally have had to go through prior. It's not an easy thing. I have to tell you, this type of karmic lesson is something that it's toxic. Yeah, it's something that you need to learn and you need to overcome. This could be some of you that's so focused on money, you've become a slave to it. You're so focused on something here where you literally become a slave, right? So then it speaks to you having to kind of work through it. For others of you, it's other things, and I'll get into that in a minute. Home life looks really good. I feel like you guys are either have babies, so congratulations. And I just feel like there is a lot of happiness, warmth in the home. You may start feeling very stable in your home. You may have someone who you feel like there's a great bond here, and everything is good with you and your person. Now, and that's inside the home. For others of you, it could just be someone in your life who's very supportive, caring, and you can trust them, that sort of thing. I do feel like your mindset is very much full of love and care. You guys may have repaired relationships or just feel overall pretty satisfied where you are, where you are in life. And love is really a big focus for you right now. Your heart is in the right place. You mean well, or that's how you see people. Like, no matter what has happened, you feel like their heart is in the right place and they probably mean well. But I have to tell you, you may not see coming someone like, okay, so right now you have all of this nice energy, right? A nice energy. And yeah. And then all of a sudden it's like, no, now I have to curse you out. Now I have to put you in your place. Now we're going to have a problem. So it's almost like I'm sweet until if it's not you, it'll be someone around you where it's going to be like, well, they're sweet, but I also see someone standing their ground. They're being very stubborn. They're being very guarded here. So you can be faced with that energy. Either you're going to give it to someone or someone's giving it to you. I feel if someone's acting that way to you, especially if they mean anything to you, I would say just, kind of try to forgive them. I would say this is just a moment in time. A lot of people's energy is like really all over the place and kind of very aggressive. So I would say just let all of the harsh energies that is in your sign, Aquarius, with that Uranus, rubbing up against you, let people kind of have their way for a little bit. Let's get into love. For those of you who are single, I see where some of you are really starting to fall for someone. You really like someone. Now, this person is coming across as a Cancer, could be any other water sign, Pisces or Scorpio. And your person is really good at what they do. So if you're saying, yeah, I really like this person, yeah, they do whatever you like about them, they do that well. Let's just say this. That person is coming from problems, issues, drama, whether they've told you or not. So they are still slowly but surely moving their self away. Either they're moving away from you or they've just moved where you are. Some of you, this person is coming to see you if they're at a distance, or they could just travel a lot for business. You have to be careful. I want to say singles all over, because this situation, this person, I almost feel like you don't really know who you're dealing with just yet, especially if you are I keep wanting to say Cancer, but if you are an Aquarius woman, okay, this is someone who can carry a lot of secrets. So be careful with that. I also feel like this person may have abandonment issues, so they are the type of person that will leave you before you leave them. But it's a remedy for them. It's not it's a it's trauma, and I was just talking about a traumatic situation here earlier, so I feel like you guys are coming up on a new cycle with some type of karmic relationship with someone that is based around trauma. Does that make sense? And if you like to share, please do so. I would love to hear from you. And so I would say be careful, take your time. It looks good for both of you. However, just take your time, because if it could be you, or it could be them, but someone has some trauma that they don't really talk about that could be a challenge for them, still trying to work through those issues. I do see, though, that this person will make it really hard to question their character, because they're going to be love bombing you. They're going to be really comfortable with telling you how they feel, opening up to you, letting you know what's going on. They're going to express a truth to you guys. And for me, it feels very much like a Aquarius woman to a man that she possibly is getting to know, because that's how it's feeling. Okay. So let's go into a little deeper. Aquarius women, some of you could be dealing with a couple of people, and you're going to drop one. Like if you're single, right? So you're dating, but there's one particular person where you may feel like, yeah, I really want to work on this with this person. I really do. And you may be dropping all the other people and just really focusing on this person. But like I told you, because you're in a very you're in a heart space right now. And so take your time. Take your time, because I feel by Pisces season, you may decide that, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm just going to focus on them. And then by Cancer season, all hell breaks loose. So I would say take your time. You guys are really good at keeping your emotions in check. But I have to tell you, for some of you Aquarius ladies, you might fall hard for this person pretty quickly. So there's that. Aquarius men, the reason why I said this is more for Aquarius ladies is because your reading is coming up to where you want to reach out to someone that you've been thinking about pretty heavily. But you feel like you may try, you've been thinking about them, and you may try to reach out, but it may fall flat, right? You may feel like this isn't going to work. So wherever you were initiating your interest and your focus, either it's going to quickly become pointless, or it will just be a dub, because you don't hear from the person, or you don't hear from them. They won't reach out to you. You could be blocked, that sort of thing. But even if you contact them, I do see that there's issues between the two of you that, again, karmically, that may be irreparable. And at least for now, I want to say up until May. Maybe by May, you guys can kind of try to pick back up again, is what it looks like to me. Someone is very aggressive where the other person is not. I feel like you're just a mismatch, but there's an attachment to one another. So there's that. Couples. There's a lot of waiting here. You're waiting and hopeful that things are going to work out, but at the same time, you know your worth, and you're kind of telling people you don't really give a damn. So which one is it, Aquarius? And we're talking about Aquarius couples here. You know, you're kind of telling your partner, yeah, you see what it looks like to me is it's a lot of internal stuff going on, and you may have a reason to have all of this internal stuff going on. I'm going to meet you halfway. This is the way it's coming across to me, how you're feeling. I'm going to meet you halfway. Yes, we can work on this. I don't know if necessarily this can get worked on. Should I keep doing this with you? Am I going to get something out of this? Is this wasting my time? Because I have options, darling. It's that type of thing. I have options. I could do something else. I don't have to do this. And I feel you're both on the same page. So again, there's a lack of tolerance. It's tolerance to a point. It's a tolerance until you want to challenge me. It's a tolerance until you tell me something I don't want to hear. It's a tolerance until you challenge me in a way that triggers me. Because I don't know why I'm feeling, it's a trigger, but it's not triggers. Let me know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying. Because it's all internal. It's these deep feelings deep down inside that's not really, hasn't been released just yet. Your person, though, they also quiet, not really saying anything, or again, you guys may have taken a bit of a break, but they still want this. It looks like they're still very much feeling like this is they're your person, you're theirs. Hopefully, no one's sick or everybody's in good health. Both of you, stubborn as hell. That's what this is. This is two stubborn people who no one is going to concede. Well, I'm not going to say no, darling, because before you know it, somebody's going to concede because the devil card is here and you're not going to be able to let each other go. And you may, make up. This could be a possibility of making up with intimacy, which only is going to blur the lines. It will make it worse with the two of you have going on. This can be someone wants money to improve with the other person before we can move forward along. I need to know that you're on the same page as me financially, materially, in a mature sort of way. And so, because there's so much stubbornness in this relationship, it lacks the ability to start all over again. And I also feel like there's a touch of possessiveness from someone where they don't necessarily like the other person leaving for too long or sometimes at all. I also feel, and so with this relationship right now, as I'm reading it, the ones I'm reading for, you're more apart than you are together. Someone completely is acting like they're single. Perhaps you guys are broken up, or you may be on break from each other. But you're not even paying each other attention. Someone is focusing on their money and they're feeling like, it's been a long time since, I felt this and almost like I have my groove back. And the other person is thinking about life and where am I going in life and what do I want in life, and kind of like it's all on me. I have to make real concrete decisions. The two of you, I have to tell you though, you have a decision to make. You, Aquarius, and your person, you have a decision to make of where we're going to go from here. Because as it stands right now, you're pretty much single or acting that way. It almost looks to me like two people who either are committed but not, or you know what I mean? But you could be living in the same house, but you act more like it's too much independence going on here. It's my point. And to which neither person needs are being met. And now I know Aquarius is one of the most independent signs, right, along with Sagittarius, and Capricorn can be very independent, meaning they're very independent in their relationships. Let's just say that. But this is too much to where you'll look around and one of you are literally going to be alone left standing because the other person doesn't want to break up. They don't want to be apart. They don't want this to dissolve. It's going to dissolve. It looks like the way I'm reading it right now looks like this is just going to up and dissolve where someone's going to wake up and realize they're alone. And the other person that walked away, they may be looking at you like, I tried to fix it. I wanted us to fix it. And this could be you telling them, but I just get someone's going to wake up one day and be like, I'm alone. But literally, this has been going on. This process was a process that could have been stopped at any time. And I'm not pointing fingers at anyone because I don't know anyone's personal life. So I don't know who this is for. You can let me know in the comment section below. However, if you like any further information on this, please do click the link for the extended love reading in the description box below. It explains everything that we go over. In the description box, you can find all the details there, as well as the 2021 Aquarius yearly reading. And you can click the link to my website and set up a personal reading for yourself as well. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe because I'll be back very soon with another one. Take care, Aquarius.